Economic plants. Plants refers to all kinds of plants that grow in the region which can absorb nutrients, water, and air. It can propagate or breed to exist. Plant is important for agriculture because it is a source of food and energy to human, and it is also important to global environment. All kinds of plants are important to the survival of all living things in this world, which can be classified as follows. Number 1. Classified as follows. Humans and animals use plants as food to life. Therefore, it should be more propagation in greater volumes to be sufficient for world's population to consume. If the country is arid and cannot grow plants, it will result in causing a disaster, starvation, and scarcity of food. Number 2. It is a source of thermal energy. Human uses dead plants to make charcoal for heat and uses it as fuel for cooking and warmth. Dead plants are piled up into a black liquid called crude oil, or petroleum and coal, which can be used as a fuel. Crude oil that is distilled through methane, butane, and propane gas separation plant, it will be benzene, kerosene, diesel, and fuel oil, which are the energy of the world. Number 3. It is a source of oxygen. When plants absorb nutrients and water into the stem, there will be photosynthesis process. Plants release oxygen during the day that is useful to humans and animals to breathe. Oxygen will purify the air and reduce global warming. Number 4. It helps maintain the balance of nature and the environment. Forest will cause invigorating, which is a source of the water and make the rainfall in its season and reduce drought. The plant will absorb water so it helps prevent flooding. Besides, the roots will help hold the soil to prevent soil collapse. Forest is also habitat for wildlife and create balance of the ecosystem. Number 5. It is a natural shield of wind and waves. When the wind blows to Thailand, forests and areas with dense plants will help reduce the severity of the wind collision, which may be harmful to residential property and agricultural plants. The important economic plants of Thailand can be divided into 3 categories. Number 1. Agronomy is a plants grown in both lowland and upland farms. It uses a lot of space to grow and does not need high maintenance. Important economic crops that are essential to everyday life are as follows. Number 1.1. Grains such as corn, sorghum, wheat, oat, rye, barley, green beans, soybeans, peanuts, etc. Number 1.2. Sugar crops refers to sweet plants that can produce sugar to consume or use in other industries. Number 1.3. Oil crops such as soybeans, peanuts, sesame, castor, bran, corn, sunflower, and palm. 1.4. Fiber crop refers to crops that provide fiber to utilize in the industry, such as clothing, rope, sack, trawl fishing net, and material for making rugs such as cotton, jute, rami, and kapok. Number 1.5. Forage crops such as guinea grass, paragrass, panicum grass, soybean, centosema, pubescens, Crotalaria juncea, corn, sorghum, etc. Number 1.6. Root crops such as cassava is produced into starch, etc. It is used in the food industry, animal feed, alcohol production, gasohol production as a renewable energy. Number 1.7. Plants that have stimulating effects such as tobacco, tea, coffee, marijuana, and Mitragina speciosa. Some plants that have substance abuse can be used to make medication and food. Number 2. Horticulture refers to plants grown in the area of any size, but it needs a high maintenance. Horticulture is divided as follows. 2.1. Vegetable refers to plants that are grown to use various parts as a food, such as leaves, flowers, fruits, seeds, or all parts. Some are used as seasoning to make food have a good smell. Vegetables are morning glory, cucumber, cabbage, kale, carrot, and pumpkins. The vegetables can be harvested over a season such as bergamot, lemon, bakria, bakwan, agasta, acacia pinnata, etc. Number 2.2. Ornamental and foliage plant refers to plants that planted in the house, around house, or in pots. It is used to decorate building to make it beautiful. It also can be grown professionally and create income for farmers to sell in the country and overseas, such as orchids. Number 2.3. Fruit refers to a plant that grown in the garden or wide area. Fruit is an economic plant that can be exported and create high revenue for farmers and country such as mango, rambutan, durian, longan, mangosteen, longkong, etc. Number 3. Forest refers to area that covered with perennial or plants, or forest is grown to replace the destroyed forest. Forest is very important to the country, such as determine and control the climate as well as economic aspects, because it generates revenue for the country and helps prevent water from flowing into low-lying areas fast and too strong. Therefore, it is necessary to help protect forests from being destroyed and help planting forests to preserve the ecosystem, which is a source of water. Forests in Thailand is a tropical forest with variety plant species. There is complexity of living, varies depending on terrain and climate, such as deciduous forest is a forest that has leaves fall off in the dry season because of the lack of water and will grow leaves again in the rainy season, such as dry dendrocarp forest and limestone forest. Evergreen forest is a forest that has density of leaves, does not have leaves falling off, and provide moisture throughout the year. Include evergreen forest, coniferous forest, mangrove forest, and peat swamp forest. The forests in Thailand have been reduced due to illegal deforestation, invasion of forest for farming, and building house. Although the government has revoked the concession forest, created law to protect and encourage to plant more renewable forest. However, it is not enough. It still has deforesting and encroaching forests to own land because the population has increased, which causes raising of the demand for land for housing or agriculture.